In late autumn of 2016, residents of a quiet rural town in Indiana began calling authorities about a small, weather-beaten house at the edge of a dead-end road. The complaints were consistent but unsettling: screaming at night, furniture being dragged across floors, and voices arguing sometimes violently despite the fact that only one woman lived there. Deputies initially dismissed the reports as a mental health issue. That changed after the third visit. According to official police logs, the woman, 32 years old, no prior criminal record, was found sitting perfectly still at her kitchen table. Her posture was rigid, her hands folded as if in prayer. She looked directly at the officers but did not blink for nearly 2 minutes. When she finally spoke, her voice was low, strained, and unmistakably male. When asked her name, she answered 3 times. Each answer was different, none were hers. Body camera footage, later restricted from public release, reportedly captured moments where her facial expression shifted rapidly, smiling, grimacing, then going completely blank. At one point she laughed and asked one deputy why he still blamed himself for his brother's death. The deputy had never disclosed that information to anyone on the force. Medical personnel were called, but the woman's vitals fluctuated wildly without explanation. During transport, she allegedly began speaking in a language later identified as a distorted form of Latin, interwoven with phrases that did not match any known dialect. She then fell silent and stared at the ceiling, tears running sideways across her temples as if gravity no longer applied. The situation escalated when a priest was requested not by the family, but by law enforcement. During a private blessing inside the house, multiple witnesses stated the temperature dropped sharply. The woman began convulsing, her body arching unnaturally, heels and shoulders pressing into the floor. One officer claimed she lifted briefly only inches but enough to cause everyone present to step back. Moments later, she collapsed. When she awoke hours later in a hospital, she remembered none of it. She insisted she had been sleeping through the night. The neighbors reported she denied knowing the officer's personal details. She had spoken aloud. Psychological evaluations produced no definitive diagnosis. Within 6 months, the house was abandoned. City inspectors condemned it after repeated complaints from contractors who refused to continue work, citing overwhelming dread, sudden nausea, and the persistent sensation of being watched. The case was quietly closed. The audio recordings, incident reports, and body cam footage were sealed at the request of multiple agencies. No official explanation has ever been released, and no one has lived in that house since.